Hello guys and welcome to Wolf Nation. My name is Mo and today I'm going to watch another episode 2. That sounds strange. So last time guys on another. So yeah, last episode we learned about this school which has class 3. And in that class 3 there was a tale about this girl who was like popular and everyone loved her, and then she died, which was like 26 years ago I believe. Her name was Misaki, I believe. I'm trying to remember the names. So yeah. And then one day, like, the student said, "Oh, I see her in the classroom." Even though he was joking, ever since then, they've been treating it like she's actually there, leaving her desk untouched, including her in, class photos and graduations. And then we got introduced to this boy named, Kuwachi, I believe that's his name. Akibara Kuwachi. Anyways, I'll have to look that up. So he was at first, he was suffering from a collapsed lung. He was meant to transfer to that school from Tokyo. But once he was able to heal up, but before that he got, the student board, I believe, introduced themselves to him, which at first seemed like it was friendly, but I don't know, there's something more there. They kept asking him too many questions. And then later on, once he was healed up, he actually, went to school for the first time, and he talked to a few students here and there, and then he actually saw her, Misaki, which he, saw her at first in the hospital, where she said that she was going like into the basement and she has to meet her other half, I believe she said, and that it was unfortunate. So I wonder if like her body's there or what's going on, and we know that she's dead, so he can see her, and she said that you should stay away from me and that they associate your name with death. So I have no clue what's going on, so let's just dive into it and see what's going on. Here we go.
Hey there.
Just tell me.
Just tell me what.
Are you okay with this? Honestly?
Well,
Well,
You should be careful. It may have already begun. If it has, it can't be stopped.
Yo, Sakaki! Talking about Miss Mikami over here? Hey, let me get in on that.
unfortunately, we were talking about something a little darker.
What do you mean by something darker?
The feeling of uneasiness enveloping the world.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think it
Haven't
was
you ever
something
felt
else.
that way? Most people do.
Of course I have! Like when I found out I had finally made it to the 9th grade, only to end up getting stuck in the cursed class 3.
Or they're not supposed to tell him.
Listen to me, Sakaki. I've really been wanting to tell you something since yesterday.
Don't you think that's a bad idea now?
Well,
Might as well
maybe,
tell him.
but I think that...
Bad idea.
And there she is.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I've gotta go.
Was it okay to do that?
Do what?
They didn't try to stop you.
I guess not. What are you drawing?
Well, that kind of
Is it
thing.
based on some kind of model? Or did you make it up?
You could say both, I guess. At the end, I'm going to give the girl enormous wings.
Is she an angel?
She definitely doesn't give
I
easy
know.
answers.
I'm not sure.
What were you doing out in the rain yesterday?
I don't dislike the rain. My favorite is the cold rain that falls in midwinter, just before it turns into snow.
What's wrong with your left eye? You've been wearing that eye patch ever since we first met.
That's
You want to know?
what a question.
You really don't have to tell me.
Then I won't.
You should head back to class.
Oh shit.
I haven't seen you here before.
I'm Sakikabar, from the 9th grade's class 3.
Does
Just
he see her
transferred
too?
here.
I'm Chibiki, the librarian. I want you to know you're welcome to come here anytime you like. But you should get going now.
Yes, sir.
He's not gonna say goodbye or anything. I was kind of hoping he'd say goodbye so we can know if the guy sees her or not. Are we back at that hospital or what's going on? Okay, we're back at that hospital, I believe.
Sakakibara! Sorry, we're swamped during the day.
Is it okay for me to be here?
It's totally fine.
Thank you very much.
Hot nurse.
So,
All alone.
tell me, what are you reading these days?
The author you recommended to me, John Saul.
If only I could get my coworkers to read his stuff too. But that's not what you came to talk about, is it?
No. There's something I wanted to ask you.
Ask about the girl.
Did a girl die at this hospital last Monday? I heard a young girl died here that day.
Last Monday? You were still here then, weren't you? Why do you ask?
Something just happened that made me wonder.
I get the feeling you're asking for a reason.
Definitely is. That's why he's
There were
asking.
no deaths among the patients I was in charge of.
Changing the subject then. Did you see a girl wearing a school uniform in any of the wards that day?
A girl again?
She was carrying a doll and had a dark blue blazer, short hair, and an eye patch over her left eye.
An eye patch? So an ophthalmology patient. Hang on a minute.
You saw her?
Well, not exactly. But a girl who died.
Come on.
There might have been one.
Spill the beans.
Are you sure?
It's possible. I think it was a girl. Anyway, I heard someone say a patient died. It was in a different ward, so I didn't hear much about it except they were young.
What was the patient's name?
Want me to find out for you?
Yes.
Sure, I could ask around.
She has a thing
If
for
I
you.
dig anything up, I'll give you a call on your cell.
Not sure how she
I know
is.
I've already asked, but are you sure it's okay for you to give out that information?
We'll just say you're concerned for your classmate.
Masaoka. Prior to then, the poems were called haikai. There are 3 important rules for
What's
composing
your problem,
haiku.
girl?
Are you heading home now? Got a minute?
I don't trust her. She knows something.
My family moved to Tokyo shortly after, though.
And you lived in Tokyo from then on?
What's
Yeah.
with the 3rd degree,
Did
girl?
you ever come back to visit?
Did she ask all these
My mom
questions
died
before?
not very long after she gave birth to me, so not often.
I see.
Why do you ask?
I get this nagging feeling that I've met you before, somewhere.
Maybe you're mistaking me for someone else.
That's part of why I wanted to ask. So annoying.
Huh?
Sorry about that. I wasn't talking about you. I'm annoyed with myself that I can't seem to remember it clearly.
It's not a
Let
big
me
deal. You
reintroduce myself
shouldn't let
to
it
you.
bother you.
This is part of being head of countermeasures.
How about some
I have
coffee?
to do a good job.
What exactly does the head of countermeasures do?
In simple terms, I'm the one who's in charge of devising and executing countermeasures to protect our whole class.
From what
Protect,
exactly?
devise, and execute?
I want to make sure you understand the situation Class 3 is in, and the rules we must follow.
Akasawa, stop. What?
Hold on.
Actually,
Everybody keeps stopping someone from telling him what's going on.
What? Honestly. I miss one day of school and this is what happens?
See you later.
Kinda creepy. Well, he can see her. Well, maybe he only sees her reflection in the mirror. It's not a good sign. Okay, that's a little creepy following the girl. Just because you were intrigued by her.
It says
Hollow blue eyes of Yomi.
the hollow blue eyes of Yomi at twilight. What is this?
Is this some sort of art exhibit or what?
Hello?
Sakakibara,
Oh, Miss Mizuno.
about what we discussed the other day. I found it. They said it was a junior high school girl. Apparently she was an only daughter, so her parents were devastated.
Come on, phone.
And her name? Did you find out what her name was?
I'm not sure, but
Yes.
I think her name is Misaki. Something like that.
Saki?
I only heard it secondhand, so I don't know if
Oh shit, tell me something happened to her. I'd be on my way to the hospital right now. So I guess it is like some sort of
Welcome.
art exhibit.
My, it's unusual to see a boy your age here. Are you a customer? Or perhaps...
Hello there.
I'd be like,
This
thank
is
you.
a shop, right?
Are
Come
you
back
a
again.
student?
Yes. At Yomi North.
In that case, I'll give you half price.
Is this a doll shop?
About half and half. Everything you see in the shop is for sale, but not at prices a student like you could ever afford. Take your time looking around.
I wonder if there's
I have no
more
other
to those
customers. I
dolls.
could put on some tea.
Thanks. But I'll pass on the tea.
This is not creepy at all. Nope. More this way.
Is that... May, what are you doing here?
Oh, so you don't dislike this sort of thing?
Oh fuck, wait.
I should ask why you're here. So why?
Oh.
I wasn't hiding because I wanted to surprise you. You just happened to come while I was already down here.
For some second I thought she was that doll.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
So he was actually talking to the doll.
But only half of it. Maybe less than half.
But why are you
Eyes are the
here?
same color.
I don't dislike these things. So tell me, why are you here,
Why are you following me?
Sakakibara? I'd really like to know.
Well, I was just walking around and... I mean, I don't know this town all that well yet. And when I stumbled across this place, I got curious.
I see.
I don't think she's
Some
gonna
people
find it.
say dolls like these are creepy, but I say they're wrong. You don't think so, do you? Tell me the truth.
I guess in a certain light they're not creepy, but
The two
That
here
place
are my
definitely
favorite. Their faces look so peaceful. It's strange to me that they can look so calm, even though they're attached.
But maybe that's the reason they're calm. Because they're attached.
Impossible. It would make more sense for them to be calm if they were separated, wouldn't it? Shall I show you? Shall I show you now? What's under this eye
I
patch?
guess so.
Right here?
Just an injury? Is this different? What is it? Ah, come on. So guys, that was another episode 2. So I'm not sure if he actually heard when the nurse told him that the junior high girl who died sounded like she said Misaki. I'm not sure if he heard that part or not because it was breaking up. If it is heard, then that's a little strange because I thought the tale about her was that she died 26 years ago. Also, what is causing that interference in the phone? Was it actually Misaki or is it something else? And what the hell is going on with that school, especially class 3? Because every time someone's about to tell him about what's going on, everyone's like, no, don't tell him. Let's not tell him. What could it be? And what's up with that girl? Don't remember her name, but she's like in charge of protecting the class. What is she protecting them from? And does the rest of the school know about it? And why don't they want him to know? And does that guy in the library, the librarian, does he know about Misaki or he doesn't see her? So many questions. I don't think I got any answers from this episode, but it's still a good episode and definitely, has me intrigued. I feel like it's a little weird that Sakigabari or Koichi keeps following her around. If I was in his situation, obviously I'd be intrigued by her and probably talk to her too, but I don't think I would be following her down the street. And I'd be more upfront with my questions to her. But anyways, so he followed her and he ended up at this doll store. Which I don't know the significance of it, since we always get those weird cutscenes with the doll and she carries a doll, and then that doll in that coffin looked exactly like her except for the eyes. And then she said that she doesn't dislike it, and why is she there? I don't know. And she was about to show him what's under her eye patch, which trying to think of the scenarios and what could it be like. Just a bloody eye, a damaged eye, a missing eye, a different eye color, a freaking monster. I don't know what to expect, honestly. But definitely want to find out though. But yeah guys, if you want to check out the next episode, you can right now on patreon.com. Link is in the description. But as always guys, hit me in the comments, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Till next time guys, take it easy.